3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Back into the middle. That has not gone well. Steaming on goalwards.
And a chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, that's nice. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 22 minutes is number 11.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shot could be on. So much time and...
Decent chance! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Real chance here. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that's an excellent interception. Plenty to aim at here.
Tries a shot!
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Real chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now that's well seen too. Could be danger here. Can he finish? He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 36 minutes is...
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thinks about the shot. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Jimenez. Messi. Messi ploughing through the middle. Oh, look at the space here. Messi! Oh, taken with style. And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 7, Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! There will be 3 minutes added time.
Played out wide. And the shot's on here. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Just a quick
Well,
announcement.
for me, it's a
We would
lead
like to
that's
inform
thoroughly
you
deserved,
that
Peter.
CCTV
They've
is
been
now in
quicker to pretty
operation
much
for your
everything so
safety.
far. The only
Everyone,
thing
please
you've
welcome
got to
our
wonder
players
is,
to the
how
field.
taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Plays the ball back. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 6.
And he's had it nicked away. And no, that was never going to make it. Closing in on goal. Great chance! No mistake! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 11.
How many? Just how many?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
11.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi. That's a
Shooting chance!
and that has faded wide.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
That's good.
Oh no, this does not look good. And a shot!
And he's missed it.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Jimenez. Now there's a fine ball.
Oh, chance! They've scored! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 67 minutes is number 11.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Picked out Brit and the shot! Sticks it away! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Is there any support? He might not need it.
He is through here. Messi! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 77 minutes is
And now he has two.
Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Look at the space here.
Steaming on goalwards.
And he shoots! It's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 11.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up.
He's had a shot! Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 11.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot. He scores. How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 18.
Gets a good foot in there.
Out to the left it goes.
Kane.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That has been cut short.
6 added
Akanji.
minutes has been indicated.
Driving through the middle.
Shoots! He's put it wide.
Jimenez. Messi. Played out to the left flank. And it's made its way to him.
Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Boca Juniors can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, the stamina was
Substitution in
called into
progress.
question then, but there's absolutely nothing.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Your final thoughts, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover or...
Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And that gets things running. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Steaming on goalwards.
Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Ha segnato al quarto minuto, numero 6.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Well, that is one way to stop him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is out of play. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Tries from a long way out. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Numero 11.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Shot could be on. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time!
That's all it can take, Peter. One loose pass with the pressure on, and you've had it.
Segnato al 24esimo minuto, numero 11.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the shot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Great chance! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such an...
Decent chance! And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out towards the right wing. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
He's having a shot! He's got a goal!
It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Closing in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Great
recupero.
defending, strong and determined. He's in a great position here. Driving through the middle.
Real chance! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Numero 8.
And the first half is done. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And he's managed to get free. Well timed, excellent interception. So what can they make of this? Nicely spread. Passing nice and neat. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Can he finish?
And he's missed it.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Just about within shooting range. He has found the way through. So much time and space here. And he shoots! He has done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Assegnato al 56esimo minuto, numero 18.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played out to the left flank. He's found some space.
And a chance! And it's in!
And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How many? Just how many?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Plenty to...
Takes a shot! Goal!
And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Numero 11.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Nicely aimed pass. Out to the right. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that was vital.
Shoots! They've scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's away! Oh, super ball. Chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Not pretty, but it gets the job.
Could be danger here! A lot of... And the shot! He scores! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Numero 6.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Picked out brilliant, and the shot! No mistake! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Numero 18.
In with the challenge. Good ball, good take. Great ball, and he's in here. Is there any support? He might not need it. And he's in. Can he find the finish? And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Numero 11. Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now this could be a chance. And it's made its way to him. Oh, look at the space here.
Chance, surely!
Oh, it's hit the post. He's free, he has got space.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now there's a Fagioli! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it, this time surely!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And here's Oyarzabal. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Oyarzabal. Chance! He's scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Convertido en el minuto 16. Número 18.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Oyarzabal. And a chance! That is brilliant from Mikel Oyarzabal! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Oyarzabal, played out to the left flank. Plays the return pass. Now it's Fagioli. Oyarzabal. It's run loose, who's going to get there? That has not gone well. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Stood up well to him there. Son Heung-min. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Robertson. Fagioli. And here's Oya, and he shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, Oyarzabal certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Son Heung-min. And it's Robertson.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Robertson. And it's Fascioli. Shot a goal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Caicedo certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Real chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Jimenez. And Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Can he stop it going out? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Son Heung-min. Out towards the flank. This looks promising. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the second half gets underway. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Such good technique.
And he's on his way! Messi. He's in a good position here. Oh, he's bust Oyarzabal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Oyarzabal. Spread out to the left. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Played out wide. And it's Messi. Now, can he find a finish?
He's had a shot! He's having a shot!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance here. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He has a look up. Oh, such a clever touch. Played out to the right. Fagioli receives it in a good position here. Oyarzabal. Shot could be on. And the shot! Superb from Caicedo. About as smooth as it gets. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Son Heung-min, Robertson.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Now, who's going to be first to this? Mikel Oyarzabal being hunted in packs.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally, they've decided to single him out.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Son Heung-min, played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
This is the time you need that pace.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, that's fabulous. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Valverde. And it's Fagioli. Fagioli driving forwards. There's the shot! Sticks it away! And And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Número 44.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Fascioli. Now this could be a chance. He's having a go. It's hit the upright. And it's made its way to him. And he's running through. Chance for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Has another go! He has done it! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And now he has two. Fascioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. Decent chance! In he goes again. And that's past the post.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mikel Oyarzabal, very much the hero in this game. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything worked.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and...
eFootball! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He's had it taken off him. Fagioli. And it's Valverde. Spread out to the left. Played back into the centre. He's in a great position here. And here's Fagioli. Son Heung-min. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And this is Son Heung-min. He's free, he has got space.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. So what can they make of this? Now it's eFootball. Oh, what a ball! It's Son Heung-min! It's in! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Fagioli, nicely spread. And it's Fagioli. That's a lovely pass.
Takes a shot!
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one.
Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Son Heung-min. Messi. Now it's eFootball. eFootball.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Robertson cuts it out. Caicedo. And Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance here. Oyarzabal! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Fagioli stood his ground strongly. He's found some space.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's had it nicked away. Out towards the flank. And here's Son Heung-min. Oyarzabal. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that is out of play. That's a good ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Son Heung-min. He's found a way past. Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. Oyarzabal, great defending, strong and determined. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are already promptly back underway. Plenty to aim at here. He's having a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Son Heung-min. And it's Robertson. And it's Robertson. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Son Heung, and the shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Chance here to counter. Pressure coming in from all directions. Mikel Oyarzabal being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That has not gone well. Now it's Oyarzabal. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that has put paid to that. And it's Son Heung-min. It's a promising position. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Caicedo, spread it left. Robertson. And Caicedo. And here's Fascioli. And it's Fascioli. And here's Fascioli. And here's Fascioli. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Son Heung-min. Now there's a fun. Can he finish? And he should have made it 4.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So their 4th corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Oyarzabal. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Just eases him off the ball. And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, it's Son Heung-min. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Robertson has it out wide and in space. Son Heung-min. Robertson. And this is Messi. Decent chance! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Messi. Messi. Messi.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Fagioli. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
1 minute to add according to the board. And it's Caicedo. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mikel Oyarzabal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's looking wide. Robertson. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that's nice. And this is... And he shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Fagioli. He's played it back. And here's Fagioli. Opts to play it back. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Akanji does really well there, strong defending. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Oyarzabal. Son Heung-min. Neither side yet able to find the net. Jimenez. And here's Son Heung-min. Robertson. Nice control.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short.
Big chance!
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Uribe. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, nice touch. Chooses to go back. Now there's a fine ball. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Morelos. Jimenez. And here's Oyarzabal. This looks promising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Uribe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, played right into his path. He's being urged to shoot. Mikel Oyarzabal still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Uribe tries to play it through, and he's managed to get free.
Real chance!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Mikel Oyarzabal, spread out to the left. And here's Oyarzabal. Opts for safety. And here's Oyarzabal. And it's Valverde. And here's Messi. Oh, that's a very... Fajoli! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. Messi with the short one. That's really well cleared. This possibly the last play of the half. Messi goes short. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Uribe. Messi. Valverde. For Messi. Distributed tidily. And it's Fascioli. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Turns back here, probably the best option. Jimenez. Well, that has not gone well. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Well, that pass isn't the best.
He is through here!
And it's Messi. Fascioli. And Caicedo. And that has been slung wide. Uribe. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Morelos. Just eases him off the ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's a good ball out wide. Played back in. Well read, nice interception. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Morelos. He's through, now is he in? He's away!
Goes for a shot! He scores!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Convertido en el minuto 66. Número 9.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Son Heung-min. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. Fascioli. Front-footed pressing going on here.
Oh, really well played.
He might be in here!
Into the last quarter of an hour. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde. Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Morelos. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Valverde. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And it's Messi. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Uribe. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. No, he's not getting any further than that. And that's it. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Great chance! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Oyarzabal. This looks promising. Now it's Messi. Valverde. Fagioli. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Played out towards the right wing. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's looking wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found a way through. Great challenge, timed to perfection. And the shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
So it is still 0-0. Robertson. Now it's Fagioli. Oh, good spread. Messi. Fagioli.
Oyarzabal!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Son Heung-min. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Fagioli. And here's Oyarzabal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. And here's Oyarzabal.
Chance, surely!
That has been slung wide. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way.
Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Fagioli. Oh, there's a probing ball. Son Heung-min. Well, that is one way to stop him. Delivers with whip. And they're back on the ball again. He's on it. Can he get away? Shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Played into the box, and the keeper beats it away. That's really well cleared. It's a throw-in. And he's forced to go back. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Oyarzabal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now it's Oyarzabal. And this is Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. And that's a good ball.
Can he finish?
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Oh, he's having a shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Not the most convincing of passes. Nicely spread. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? He's got away. Swept in. Danger averted for now. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. And it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min.
He's had a shot!
Off the post!
Goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Número 7, Messi. Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Son Heung-min.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
60 minutes played. Caicedo. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. That's good play. It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Goes for a shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Fagioli. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Robertson. Son Heung-min. And Robertson. Caicedo. He is through here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Oyarzabal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Son Heung-min. And it's Robertson. And Caicedo pinches it off him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through. Could try cutting inside here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Robertson That is ended up in no man's land.
No way through there.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fagioli.
Son Heung-min.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
I think we're just about done here. Fagioli.
And the counter is on.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
That's a throw.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Akanji getting this one clear. That's a throw. Messi. And it's Fagioli.
Valverde.
Now it's Fagioli. Not the most accurate pass. That's that, the end.
Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense.
The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test.